Imagine waking up every day knowing you are the last to be chosen, the last to be noticed, and the last to be believed in. Every morning feels heavy, like the world is asking if you truly matter. The room is small, old, and filled with the sounds of other people waiting for their chance. But the dream is still there, even if it feels far away. People walk by, not seeing you. You hear their laughter, sometimes aimed at your mistakes, other times just because they do not see you as important. Still, deep inside, a small voice keeps whispering, "One day, things will change." There was a time you almost gave up. You remember the moment well, sitting quietly, hoping someone, anyone, would notice all the effort you had put in, the extra practice, staying late, trying harder with every step. But every day seemed the same. People called others names, gave them chances, while you were always left waiting. The world around you seemed to move fast. Friends got ahead, doors opened for others, and it looked easy from where you sat. But for you, even the smallest win felt like climbing a mountain. There were days when doubt took hold. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe I am just wasting my time. These thoughts grew louder each time you watched someone else succeed. One rainy evening when hope was almost lost, something small happened. Someone stopped beside you. No big fanfare, no sudden applause. Just a gentle voice saying, "I saw how hard you worked." At first it was hard to believe it was true. Months went by with no results. Only this little piece of recognition, a seed that opened a new path in your mind. You took that kindness with you. It became fuel. You worked a little harder, but more importantly, you believed more. Every mistake, every missed opportunity was now a lesson. Seeing your name at the bottom of yet another list no longer stung quite as much. You started asking questions. How can I get better? Who can I learn from? Then came an open call, a small chance to show yourself. It was not a big stage, not an important job, just an ordinary task that seemed to matter little. Others skipped it, thinking it was beneath them. But not you. You accepted it, poured your heart into every moment, even when no one was watching. You showed up early, stayed late, double-checked every detail. For the first time, you were in control. No one told you to do this. Each step was a choice. But not everything went perfectly. In fact, you made mistakes, big and small. At times, you worried the old doubts would come back. But now there was a difference. That little voice, once weak, now said, "Try again. Improve. This is your chance." Others began to notice not just your work, but your attitude. You still didn't have everything. You weren't the brightest or the strongest or the funniest, but you stayed when others left. You listened more than you spoke. People who were friendly before became friends. People who ignored you now offered help. One morning, you found your name moved up a little. Not at the very bottom, but not at the top either. An inch closer. It was not a huge leap, but for you, it meant everything. You kept going, choosing patience, reminding yourself that every step forward was proof you were changing. As the weeks stretched on, another chance appeared. This time it was something bigger. A challenge everyone wanted, but many were afraid of failing. Your hands shook as you accepted it. People doubted you could do it. Some even said so to your face. But this time those words did not break you. You stayed focused, grateful even for the fear, knowing that every underdog is powered by a belief others cannot see. The project was hard. You made mistakes you never expected. Some nights you almost quit again. But you kept showing up, no matter how tired or afraid. The pressure brought out sides of you no one, not even yourself, had ever seen before. On the final day when your work was complete, you waited. You expected the usual silence, but instead, the room grew quiet. One by one, eyes turned to you. There were not loud cheers, but someone quietly nodded. Then another. Soon, the whole room was paying attention, some for the first time. Later that week, you found a message waiting for you. You did good. we'd like you to try something even bigger. Your heart pounded. All at once you realized, being an underdog isn't about being the best or finally getting applause. It's about not giving up, even when no one believes in you but yourself. Now you walk with your head a little higher. You see others waiting on the sidelines, just like you once did. Every time you pass, you try to offer a kind word. You know how much a small moment can change everything. You do not forget the long, hard nights, the feeling of being invisible, or the weight of giving up. But now, these things are no longer weaknesses. They are the reason you are strong. Every underdog story is different, but they all have one thing in common. They keep going after everyone else has stopped. They keep moving, even if it's slow. And in the end, it's not success on stage, wealth, or fame that matters. It's the lesson that every step, every failure, and every tiny moment of hope can become fuel for something greater. Before you leave, remember this. When you feel invisible, when doors close and people doubt you, hold on. Small steps make big changes. One day, your story will show someone else that underdogs do win, one brave moment at a time.